Whether what?
Whether that is perfect or not, but it is
That's
what
not a
it is.
question of being perfect.
It's up there. Very. So, like really moving. Oh, is it already recording? Okay. Then I cannot say these things. Sorry, it's censored. Censored.
Hello, and welcome to our podcast. My honey bunny is multitasking. You know, they say that women can multitask, but this is really not true.
It's correct.
So let's restart that. Hello, and welcome to our podcast, the 2 a.m. Club.
The honey bunnies.
How you doing, my love?
I'm very good. How are you doing?
Good. Oh, it's so nice to hear your nice voice on this episode compared to last time.
You're well.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, I'm happy for you too. I'm good. Exciting day for me today. I don't know how you feel.
I'm super excited. I'm really. It's a phase closed with a new phase open.
Yeah. And somehow it feels very special to me. I feel for a lot of people it's nothing, but I don't know. For me, but today is a big day. It is Munanui's last day at nursery.
And now he's going into kindergarten. Now he's like really into the whole system.
Exactly. Instead of being in a group with 10 other kids or 9 other kids, he's going to be in a group with 25 kids between the age of 3 and 6. Starting in 3 weeks.
Hold on, so 20. So I have 50 parents that I need. Well, actually 48 parents that I need to deal with now.
Yep. Anyways, he'll not remember. So.
That's true. I don't remember a lot of people's names.
So what I'm doing, multitasking. Actually, I bought a couple presents for Munanui.
A couple. A slight under exaggeration of what she bought.
He's getting a Bastelbuch. How do you craftsman's?
You can say it one more time in German, and maybe people will understand
Bastelbuch.
It. This is the way my honey bunny does it to me. She tells me a word in German, and then she just repeats it slower, and just looks at me and just like, you don't understand what that means.
Well, anyways, it's for
it's
kids
a cutout
to
book.
like a cutout book and a little scissors. I mean, also one reason why I got it, is kind of a reward because it's the last day and I want to make it special.
And where's our reward?
Well, let's go for dinner.
Oh, great.
So I don't know. I just wanted it a bit to make the day a bit special. And then, of course, last day of nursery means the kita or the nursery is off now for 3 weeks. And as we're not going on holiday this month, he needs some toys to play with. And
because Mama's working, and then I'm working overtime actually. Might I just say, unpaid overtime?
That's correct.
And
3 weeks.
Actually,
very
it's
hard
pretty
work.
funny because this morning,
I
what was
knew
the
you would say
comment
that.
you said about when I said, oh yeah, now I have 3 weeks of overtime with Munanui?
And you didn't say overtime. You're like, oh, now I have 3 weeks with Munanui. It's like,
No,
oh,
now I said I have.
He has 2 weeks. No, I was like, oh, now my honey bunny has to work full time.
And I was like, oh yeah, I have to say, this a couple years ago, a man would say that to a woman. This reaction would not be light.
I agree. It was not appropriate.
Exactly, but pretty funny.
Pretty funny. Well, what I meant is you have to care for him the whole day
And
for
for
the
you.
next 3 weeks, and for me,
Exactly.
obviously.
That's why I said overtime.
Overtime.
Unpaid overtime.
And
Can I talk to my
overtime is
union rep?
Union rep, parent union rep, anyone around?
Why don't they have a parent union rep? I think that would probably be the biggest union in the world.
Yeah. You know what? I really don't know how to pack and talk at the same time. So
I
I'm like
told you, you cannot.
The thing is,
You are
the
the
microphone is like
What, in your
fixed.
face?
No,
Yeah.
it's fixed. Yeah, actually, I would need the portable one.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. That's always what I'm getting from my 2 boys. No, mama.
Hans, you cannot pack at the same time do this podcast.
Okay. I give up. All right, you're right. Anyways, what I will pack right after the podcast is a little box of Legos.
Exactly. Finally, you can get into Legos.
Yeah,
which
let's
is
see.
great
Let's
for
see whether
Papa.
he's gonna like it. Actually, I'm not sure yet.
So I think my gift to myself will probably be like my gift to Munanui for his finishing nursery and going into kindergarten will be the Star Wars Lego pack. Right? I mean, for him, not for me.
Wink, wink, wink. I'm sure this is not really for 3-year-olds. Huh?
No, it's crazy how fast time goes.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. There you see
He's
it.
going into kindergarten.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is he's doing things that a 5 or 6-year-old does, and he's not even there yet. So let's talk about when you went to, unfortunately I wasn't there, but you went to the meeting for the bigger school. And they were talking about what kids need to prepare to go to that school. I thought that was super interesting. This was while we were in our silent mode.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't for Munanui's age actually, right? It was for the kids that are leaving the kindergarten and going into school.
Yeah. So maybe we have to give a bit of background, because as we are learning now, coming from different backgrounds, school is starting at very different ages depending on the country. I think Germany is rather late. So the first 3 years, typically you go to nursery or you stay at home or whatever, yeah. So that's really the choice from the parents. And then as of 3 years, typically you start going to kindergarten. And then with 6 years, you start going to school. And in the kindergarten, let's say the last year, they kind of call it preschool. Yeah, so they start learning some stuff to get ready for school. But I would say really the real school in Germany, when we also call it school and not kindergarten anymore, it's when they are 6 years old. And the meeting that you were referring to actually was in the kindergarten, specifically for the kids that will go to the school the year after. So for kids around 5 years old.
So in 2 years from now.
Exactly. So I didn't know that, to be honest. I mean, I just went because it sounded interesting, because the title of the meeting was something, how to get your kid ready for school. And I mean, eventually, you know, this will also be important for us. I mean, not at that point in time. Yeah, but finally, obviously, I was the only parent with such a young child. All the other parents had kids that were around 5 years old. Okay, awkward. Yeah, no, I'm not one of those overambitious moms that wants her kids to overachieve.
No,
not at all. But yeah, it was. To be fair, I mean, I asked at the beginning of the meeting because it was the headmaster, and the headmaster even of the school that Munanui would be assigned to. And I asked her whether I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean.
So headmistress, not headmaster.
Mistress?
Mistress, yeah.
Oh, okay, headmistress. Okay. And I just asked her, you know, like, am I completely wrong? She's like, no, actually, they would like to have more parents there with younger kids, because, you know, if you only start the preparation a year before going to school, I mean, or you realize in this meeting a lot of topics are missing, I mean, to kind of fill that gap in a year is hard. If you still have 2 or 3 years time, you know, you can kind of get ready. And this is why I also really thought it was super good to be in this meeting, because yeah,
you were really sitting in the front of the class.
Obviously.
All...
You didn't?
No.
You didn't see education as a privilege?
No, of course I saw. No, unfortunately I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I loved
You
it.
take it for granted now, but that is true.
Yeah.
But anyways, go.
Yeah. No, and I mean, then they showed us all the different aspects that are important for the development of the kid going to school. You know, it was simple things, or what I thought is kind of simple, being able to take stairs by yourself, close your shoes, close your jacket, know how to undress, redress for sports class, going to the bathroom, being diaper free, which for me, you know, I was thinking 6, isn't that normal? But apparently it's not, yeah, so that's why they mentioned it. So this was very basic topics.
I think one of the things that really hit me as something was holding a pen and being able to cut with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, exactly. That was also something, you know, for the fine motorical skills. They're like, please teach your kids how to cut paper and how to use a glue, because they do this, but they are not going to teach them in school. They actually expect you to know it. So this was on the craft side of things. Then on the language side of things, I mean, they really emphasize to read to your kids. Just like read. Please read to them. It is so beneficial, and every kid loves it. Every kid loves to sit with you on a couch and you're reading to them.
I mean, he did. My presents to Munanui were all books, literal English books, Nat Geo, about the ocean, dinosaurs,
Picturepedia,
about history and geography, and I think also one of the things that this headmistress says was the fact that they could enunciate different how many of the same object there were. Instead of having to count 3, like 1, 2, 3, they could say there's 3 birds or 5 chickens. And he's already starting to do that now, which we've been training up to.
since I got to know that.
Exactly. Since you got to know that, came back home, you fed me the information. I was like, oh wow, this, like, especially the writing thing. Being able to hold a pen or pencil in between your fingers like that instead of like grabbing it full fist.
Yeah, I mean, that was also interesting. For example, we say, I mean, honestly, I'm not sure it's true, but that boys typically don't like to color as much as girls. So they also ask, please do this, whether it's a girl or a boy, because they develop very important muscles in the fingers.
Yes.
And I was like, wow. And she said, very interesting, a lot of the boys in class, they have a messy handwriting, I mean, in German we call it a Zitterhandschrift, so Zitter, like shivering handwriting.
Looks like you have a cold.
Yeah, a little bit. And she said the reason is because they haven't developed the necessary muscles before, because they didn't color or they didn't, write or use it, they simply didn't use their hands in that way. I was like, wow, so interesting. And then I think another aspect coming in then, talking to another parent who has 2 boys that are a bit older, she's like, the education system is, especially at the beginning, very much made for girls. So it's like coloring flowers and, you're doing a lot of the stuff that maybe for boys, it's not that interesting. And I hate to make this distinction here between girls and boys, because I believe they have both the same. But apparently, I mean, this is just what the teachers were saying, right? Like, boys tend to not color as much as girls, and so that's why they tend to have a worse handwriting.
But
does it mean anything about, say something about the intelligence? Absolutely not. Yeah.
But I mean, this would be an interesting question to know. Do they tend not to be coloring more because the parents don't color more with their sons?
That's what I believe.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't see why it would be any different, right?
Exactly.
Maybe the difference of colors that they would like, but I mean,
but even
I
that,
love pink. That doesn't mean anything, right?
No, exactly. And I think it's
that's
exactly like you say. It's exactly, they are just not offered, I believe, from a bias, just an unconscious bias you have. You're just not, I mean, to be fair, Munanui also doesn't have like a toy, how do you, like a doll.
He doesn't have his favorite toy.
No, a doll.
He doesn't have a doll.
Actually, we never gave him a doll, which with a
What do you
girl,
mean?
I don't know, we would have given one, to be honest. I don't find that I don't know, I've never thought about it.
Like
But
a doll.
yeah, like
I don't
a
think so.
doll.
I don't think I would.
I had a doll as a girl.
I had a Woody Woodpecker.
What
I
was
think
that?
my dad still has it. It's just a little plush
Yeah,
toy.
but it's a plush. Like
Yeah, but it still looks like a doll because it has like 2 arms
okay.
and a little head.
Yeah, but I do believe we are a bit biased in what kind of choice of toys or
course.
games we give them.
Of
I
course.
100%.
I mean, we're
feel that.
super biased. We give them toys and stuff that is going to build them up intellectually.
Exactly. Is that correct?
He has
no
maybe,
idea.
I think he has like 2 soccer balls that we didn't even buy. You know,
Yeah.
where we're
No,
working-
we bought that one, remember? Or that lady bought it for us.
That's why
Nice
we
story.
didn't buy it.
You're right. Yeah. So no, I mean, but honestly, I love this journey and this thinking about which toy to get and having this education topic in the back of my mind. Yeah, I mean, now maybe a lot of parents say, why do you do that? It's come by itself, blah blah. Yeah,
I don't think anything comes by itself.
and that's what I see. That's what I think. For me, I mean, honestly, my target after I came back from this meeting, you know.
Was a checklist.
Yeah, no, and I was
I
like,
think you literally had a checklist.
no, I took pictures. So, the thing was, I really liked going to school as a kid, and I really wish Munanui will have the same experience. And I believe that if he's not struggling, if the first experiences he collects in school will be nice ones, because he, you know, it's not too hard. You know, it's not about being not hard, yeah. But if I can help making this a positive experience, I just want to do it. You know, I mean, why making him suffer because he doesn't know how to use scissors? I mean, this is, you know, I mean, is it gonna help him in life? Probably not. But if it's gonna make it a bit easier for him the first years, because he already knows how to cut a paper into, I don't know, a house or whatever they're gonna have to do, why not teaching him now? And he likes it. I mean, he loves spending time with us. Anything you teach him, he loves. Yeah, he's interested into anything, to be honest. So you can do it in a nice and playful way. Yeah, obviously I'm not the teacher. It's like, you know, we have a schedule, we need to now have painting class, you know, but it's just including this somehow in the, you know, in the afternoon activities.
I think it becomes just normal. Like it's something that is just part of his life, his routine.
Yeah.
And no, for me it's really the start of who he is going to be as a human adult. And this for me is the crazy part. Right now, these years are probably the most critical part of building, you know, it's his Lego block. It's his first blocks of becoming an adult and how he's going to be, what's he going to be like.
And you know, this morning it was so sweet because right now he's sleeping in the middle of us. We have a little bed situation. His bed became the guest bed that we're expecting tomorrow.
We need to buy a new bed.
And but
it's really complicated.
Yeah.
God, how is it?
I don't know. It's always
anything that has to do with the bed is a complicated thing.
Yes.
Pillows and beds, bed sheets.
We have issues with decision making here.
It's the only place where we have issues decision making is the bed. Right?
That's
anyways.
true. So anyways, he's sleeping in between of us right now.
Really
also, we kind of like it right now as well.
Except for his foot in my face.
Yeah, and so usually he leans towards me when I'm sleeping, and he's like half lying on, you know, his head on me and so on. And then this morning, because I left early to go to the gym, and by the way, in brackets, very proud that I could say that. Didn't do that the last 3 years, just saying. And then he immediately went to you and cuddled next to your body, and I don't know, it was really heartwarming to see how he also enjoys, you know, being close to us. And
I think the cutest was last night before we went to bed, because like what he does when he goes, Papa, and then he comes. He's so what is it? Schleimer. Such a Schleimer. He gets that from you for 100%.
It wasn't a Schleimer.
Papa, you should be British. And I'm like, oh, I love you too. What do you want? And right before bed, we all three of us, and I was like, Munanui, and he looked at me and goes, I love you. And then he started laughing because he knew exactly what I was doing.
The thing is, this he gets from Daddy.
Daddy gets from Dad.
Yeah, so...
Not the Schleimer part, the smart ass.
No. It's also the Schleimer part. You also know what you have to do to get what you want.
Yeah, that's not Schleimer. That's intelligence. that's just being intelligent.
But yeah, you're right. You can see his personality more and more. Even though I believe, I mean, he always had a very strong personality. You could see the first traits already very, very early.
He has a really kind. Yesterday, so there's the book, this book fair in the middle of downtown. This another thing I love about Germany, right? So you get these free book fair in the middle of downtown. They put bean bags on the floor, so everybody can sit there. They have adult books, kids books, and so we go there after going to the playground. We're sitting down there, and one of our friends who has two kids, one that's aged Munanui's age, and then the smaller one, their last one, how old is he again?
I think 1 year.
1 year old. And the dad gets us beers, and he gets 2 ice creams for Munanui and the other kid. And the other kid didn't want to share his ice cream with his little baby brother. And Munanui was looking at me, and then he was looking at the baby, and then he was looking at his friend, and then he was looking at me, and he offered his ice cream
To the brother?
to the little baby brother.
Oh, that's so sweet. I didn't know.
Yeah, and I was like, very good. Like, you know, he's a really big sharer. Like, he really. And then I told him, and then the baby started crying again because he wanted more. And I could see in Munanui's face, he was like, I mean, if I give more of my ice cream, I will have less ice cream. And this is where my system goes in, right? And I go, okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take 3 licks of your ice cream, and then you give 1 lick to the baby. And that's what he started doing.
Oh.
He was going 1, 2, 3, and then he gave 1 to the kid. And then he went back again, 1, 2, 3, gave it back to the kid. And it happened a couple times. And next thing you know, the little kid, the brother, he shared his ice cream. But the crazy thing is, Munanui did it without having me to say. He holds doors for other people. He shares. He says please. He says thank you. And yeah, a little bit. Sometimes I can see that he's doing it because he wants to get something. But I'm really proud that he does that. Like, I can see that there's a genuine good human being that is growing up inside of him.
Yeah, he's a very kind and also very happy.
So what did because we also had Munanui had a fever of 40 degrees, and so I was at home with him, and I couldn't go to the gym. But you had last end of the school year meeting with the teacher, right? And what did she say?
Yeah.
Not to boast about our child. 100% I want to boast about our child.
Yeah, she said that he's a very happy little boy. He's very kind. I mean, yeah, very far for his age. She said she's amazed by his speech, knowing 3 languages, that he speaks this well. And yeah, I think
he's one of the only kids that they actually understand.
Yeah,
properly
I think one of his teachers said, yeah, there's only 2 kids that they always understand, and it's him and someone else. Yeah. So, yeah, I think just in all, like, the thing is also he's so interested in everything. So she says in the morning circle, he's participating, he shares stories, he sings when the group is singing, he loves to dance, he plays with all the toys, and yeah, he's just very, very interested in so many things, but he's also very social. So actually the other kids really enjoy playing with him, and he initiates games. So he's the one starting something and then telling the others, hey, join, play with me. And they really like to be around him because he is this happy little boy. And yeah, this for me, because I mean, okay, I'm also into this, hey, let's give you some knowledge, you know, let's learn how to count, let's learn the letters, blah blah blah. And of course it's nice for me to see that he knows it, and there's progress. But you know, anyways, this will come, and I know. Yeah. What for me is even more important is really the values. I want him to be this personality that yeah, he's happy, kind, protective as well. So has empathy. So one of the teachers mentioned that when other kids cry, that he immediately tries to help. He will go there, then he will get a teacher, and so this for me, you know, really, there I feel very proud. And also now for the kindergarten group, so what happened, so he will go to kindergarten, it's in the same house where his nursery is.
Same building.
The same building, exactly. They will just, he will be upstairs in the kindergarten group, so they already had some time to go there.
Yeah.
And to have a look. And yeah, also there the teacher said it was super easy. The kids already all know his name, and he's immediately playing with them. He's not shy, and trying all the new toys and feeling very comfortable. And I think this is something that I think he has very big confidence. I think he's very confident.
Super confident.
And I like that.
I mean, when I go to the skate park with him, with his little bicycle.
That's so funny.
I mean, this kid, just the way he walks, or he's on his bicycle going off these little ramps. Then he sees some big kids on their, grinding away with their bikes and whatnot. And Munanui just nonchalant goes up to them, sits down and starts talking with them. And the crazy thing is, these kids in the beginning, I can see them just kind of like, get away from here, you little baby, blah, 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 right? And he just sits there and he just starts talking. And next thing you know, he's like, hey, come with me. Come with me and spielen. Come and play with me. And these kids are just following him. And then he will ride by with the other kids and he'll look at me and he goes, Papa, das ist meine Freunde. I was like, Papa, these are my friends. And I just have to really laugh because he like wiggles his way in with the patience of Papa, the smooth coolness of Papa, and the intellect of Mama. Like, this kid is...
yeah, it's true. It's quite scary sometimes.
Yeah.
But that was so cool to see. I mean, also then one of the kids took off his helmet. So obviously he told him, "Can you please help me to take off my helmet?" So, and then he carried the bicycle.
Because I told Munanui, come back and bring your bicycle, and then the kid brings the bicycle back. And Munanui just walking.
Yeah. So he definitely knows that he's a charming boy, and he knows how to use it. It's incredible. But this is
he's very confident in who he is, and I see it with other kids when he's playing in the sandpit and a kid will come and take away his toy. He doesn't get angry right away. He just kind of calmly is like, all right, take that, and then he waits till the perfect moment, and he will go in, take the toy back, but very slow, put his shoulder in between him and the toy, and turn around and walk away. And this is some. I just look at it from far away and I let these things happen because I know you have to build confidence. It's so easy to destroy someone's confidence.
That's true.
But to build confidence is so hard, and it's in those kinds of moments where he's climbing up a tree or doing something where I don't run and just be like, oh my God, like, be careful. No. I let him do it. Because I know it's a controlled, danger, and I know if he falls, maybe he'll get a bloody something. But, these playgrounds that are German playgrounds are made really good. They're made so that the kids don't hurt themselves extremely, right? And, him climbing up something really high, and I see him when he gets all the way to the top, this like, jigga jigga boom boom, like, you see, and I'm like, that moment right there is building confidence, and to get that is super hard. If I were to take away all the dangerous stuff he would do, he wouldn't have no confidence whatsoever.
Exactly. No, this is true. Yeah, so sorry for the super praise of our son, but I think today is a day to be proud of him and to read.
Today is a day to be proud of us and of him.
Exactly, and I just wanted to come to that and to be proud of us because, I would say a big part of this is also because of us.
We are also very confident people. I was just this morning I was talking to our Nana from Dubai, and she was asking us, so how is it for getting spots in the kindergarten in Germany? I said, I think everything that people talked about problem-wise, we haven't really faced any of them.
Correct.
I think one of the biggest problems for people is that they don't get the first pick that they want. And because of that, they say how hard things are. But actually, it's just because they haven't done multiple picks yet, right? But for us so far, there hasn't really been a problem on that part, right?
No, not at all.
And she was telling us how in Dubai right now, it's actually quite hard to find spots in the kita and the schools. And because apparently so many people are moving there. But she said, now you have to, the kid it's privileged to go into the school. And I just started laughing, and she looks at me and she's like, why are you laughing? And I was like, Arlene, to be honest, I think the school is privileged to have us going to them. Pretty much says everything about the confidence that we have.
But it is true. I mean, also they told us, right? They were happy that we were there, and today we gave little presents to the teachers to appreciate them. Actually, Munanui and Mo, they made some jam together, cherry jam, and
we made cherry jam together, and then we made a card where we put Munanui's handprint on it, and some nice chocolate that I hope they appreciate it. I hope they appreciate it as much as we appreciate them helping us teach our child to become a really good adult and human. I think teachers really don't get the props that they deserve. You know what I mean? I think that they're undervalued in today's society.
100%. I mean, I was shocked that I didn't see other parents bringing presents.
Yeah, I was really.
And I mean, it's just a little appreciation, right? It is just a jam and a thank you card and a piece of chocolate.
I think people are so privileged today that they take these things for granted.
Or maybe it's not privilege, it's just selfishness. They're just so focused on themselves and their problems, they just don't see anything else around them. That's how I feel.
I see it as we have a friend, she's a teacher, right, for kindergartens, a friend that lives up north. And she talks about the kids are not the hardest. It's not the problem, are not the kids. It's actually the adults, the parents. Yeah. And I remember at the beginning of our journey in parenting, she told me something that still sticks with me today. And it's a phrase that I really like to use a lot with other parents. And she told me, Mo, I'm gonna tell you what parenting is like in a cooking style. Your child is a knife. You build the knife. Us teachers, we are there to sharpen the knife. We're not there to build the knife. That's your job. We're not there to build the handle. We're not there to mix the metals, put it in the fire, beat it into the knife you want. We are there to sharpen it, to make sure that it's ready to cut sharply in their future life. And I think that's such a beautiful way of putting what teaching and parenting is. It's two things that go together. But so many parents take that sharpening and they take it for granted, and they actually think that it's the teacher's job to do all of the work.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think it becomes worse with two parents working at home. I think with two parents working, they don't have the time to do making the knife, right? So then they just we pay taxes, and so the teacher should be making the knife, right?
Yeah.
But it's
they
not the way it
outsource
works.
this.
They outsource it.
And I think this is also, why we are having all these little princes and princesses, because out of both parents working, there comes then a lot of guilt, and then they get everything they want. And we see how manipulative they are with the age of 3.
Talk about manipulate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm the one, by the way. I'm the working one, so I'm the one buying the presents.
She comes back home, I'm not buying him big things because I feel bad, and then she comes back home, oh, I got him a new vest and a new hat.
Yeah. True. Yeah, but you are not, and that's good. This is the thing. If both are in the situation, I think, and have this guilt, and then trying to compensate this with material stuff, I think this becomes complicated. Oh, and today I listened to a super, I don't know why this was actually part of this podcast. Was it? Where did I hear this? Yeah, exactly. I heard this podcast, and it was about that families, kids actually have no representation in current politics. They have no lobby.
I 1,000% agree with that.
And so...
Which is the craziest thing, because these ultra-conservatives all talk about family and how we need to build that up, but then it's not even represented inside of it. And it's the same for the left party. that also talk about that,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
it's also not represented
and
inside.
exactly, and also when you look at the voters, I mean, he said after the next 4 years, actually voting decisions will be made by 60 to 65-year-olds,
Yeah.
because they will be such a majority of voters. So yeah, I mean, a different topic, yeah. But what did I want to say? I actually forgot now. What was interesting?
Teachers, we went from teachers to the fact that they are there to sharpen knives, not build the whole knife. The fact that parents take that for granted, abuse it, believe that the teachers should do all the work, and
yeah, exactly. Exactly. And now they made a survey for kids, like what would they wish from their parents, and
It's
it was
more
not
time.
to have it's not more time, and that was interesting. It's having less stressed parents.
Interesting.
Wow, when I heard, because I was also, okay, for sure they'll say more time. No, it's actually having less stressed parents, because of course when you are a working couple, you know, you're constantly working, trying to fit everything in your schedule, working, taking care of your kids, you know, compensating and so on and so forth. So, I mean, this does not, you know, I mean, the kid feels it, and then we are stressed, we'll be, you know, more easy to I don't know, be angry with them or whatever, yeah. But that was their biggest wish, less stressed parents.
Wow.
Wow, huh?
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I always say, you know, like when I see a stressed out kid or he's overreacting or whatever, I look at the parent and you can see exactly the kid is a mirror of the parent. And this is really, really true. Yeah, and yeah, unfortunately we live in a world today where the housing prices are just through the goddamn roof. People can't afford it. Rental prices are going crazy. Food prices are going crazy. You know, we are lucky that we're really privileged that we're able to live the life we live today because of you. Yeah, thanks to you. And not a lot of people get that. But I also know that there's a lot of people that have the privilege of both parents having great jobs. But both parents don't want to give up the great job because the money trumps that less stress.
Yeah.
So it goes both ways. I mean, there's parents that have to do it because otherwise they won't be able to afford anything.
Yeah.
And then you have those who can afford,
but they choose not
they
to.
choose not to because the money is more important to them than time with their kid.
Yeah. And I still remember my very first boss that I had, and when she told me their concept, because both parents reduced their time. I think, you know, the average hours in Germany is 40 hours per week.
You don't do that, do you?
I said the average. And I think they both reduced to like 28 hours each, but they really split it 50-50. And this I found that was, I mean, when did I start working? Yeah, I mean, this was 20 years ago that she told me that story. And I was super impressed, yeah, that both, not only the woman but also the man, both reduced their hours to both be able to raise the kid. And then, I don't know, it was her Monday, Tuesday, and then him Wednesday, Thursday, and her again Friday or something, you know, something of that sort. So I really like that, and you can feel that's not happening, yeah, and you're right, we have quite some couples, and I think the majority in Germany, the way it works is 70% of the couples, the wife will then reduce her hours, and the husband will work full time, but even in this concept, it's like a half, you know, it's like not fish, not flesh, not fish, not meat, kind of. I mean, it's still super stressy for the woman, she doesn't want to drop out completely from the job, which is also completely understandable, so she keeps it a little bit so that it's there, but then of course she also does the majority at home, and then it becomes actually more stressy than having a full-time job, so it's not an easy one, but we see sometimes also really self-made, and it really depends on how you set your priorities.
It's really about priorities at the end of the day. It's really about what are your priorities.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the priorities is really about the money thing. It's putting away more money for their retirement and buying a bigger apartments so that they can rent out and whatnot.
Yeah.
And I always think about the fact is, okay, you're going to have all that, but there's a great saying. I forgot who said it. It was some rich guy who was talking about what it meant to be successful. And he said, for me, success, and I think the funny thing was he wishes that was how he is successful, but he's not. He said, for me, success is measured by the fact that your children want to spend Christmas with you.
Oh, I love it. It's beautiful.
And the thing is, so many parents put into their retirement, they invest in their financial future, but they don't invest in their parental child future. And then when the child doesn't want to spend time with you, they ask them, well, why? And then the kid is like, well, you weren't fucking there. Why should I be there? If you weren't there, why would I be there? I love the fact that for you, we spend Christmas with your parents all the time, but your mom was always there, and she part-time worked, raising 2 kids in a very small place.
Yeah.
And they slept in the living room so that you guys would have a room for yourself.
Yeah. Sacrifice.
She sacrificed for you guys.
And I know, and that's
there
why
was
I want
a different
to give
priority.
back.
Exactly. Yeah. And now you want to give back.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I think a lot of parents, they forget that. Yeah. And I always tell Svenja, I love the fact that she is driven and she wants to really change the world. And I always say, if you're going to do that, the sacrifice it's not about financial sacrifice.
Yeah.
You can't sacrifice for money.
No.
You need to sacrifice to making the world a better place.
Yeah.
Then at least, because then, of course, Munanui one day he's going to be like, Daddy, I hate you for this, and Mommy, I hate you for that. It's going to happen. But he cannot hate us because we did it for money. Money isn't everything. It's important, but it's not everything. And I think we should measure success on how much time your kids spend with you.
Yeah,
that they're there, that they want to help you, that they want to, and I think this is, in the society we have today, money is just, it's important, but it has become this, it's become everything.
The alone driver. I mean, I've always said that, right? I work in this industry, the money industry, because I wanted to understand it, because my feeling is it's driving everything. If you do not understand something in this world, look at the money and you will understand. And until today, unfortunately, this is true. This is really the truth. And yeah, you're right. It completely got out of proportion, right? I mean, today we can have anything. Yeah, okay. It's not for everyone. This is also clear. And the scissors are opening and the inequalities are increasing. Very unhealthy, but yeah, that's a whole other podcast. But yeah, I think this is a beautiful one. Measuring success on how much time your kids want to spend with you. What is it?
No, I just thought you were going to continue a little bit more on, because it started off, and then I asked you for the phone so I can film it.
And then,
unfortunately, we don't have like a full crew of people, like these really cool TikTok videos where someone is like filming you, and then it goes to me, and then you forgot to take your phone, and
It's perfect. I'm looking. Therefore, I'm looking out of the window, and I'm actually observing a bird that's on this little.
On the feeder.
No,
opposite.
Yeah, so cute. No. I think, Honey Bunny, what I have to say.
Yeah.
I'm really hungry. It's lunchtime here. I love you.
I love you too.
I'm really proud of us. You wanted to say the same.
Exactly. I wanted to say the same thing.
I'm proud of us. It's an amazing day. I'm
proud
really,
of
really.
our son.
Yes, he's great. I think
proud
we're in a
of the
good path.
sacrifices we make.
It's not easy. Yeah, I mean, also maybe saying that right now, he's a lot of times saying no. Brush your teeth. No.
Okay, we did the praises. I mean, he's being a real pain in the ass a lot of times too. Let's just be really upfront about that.
And that is pretty new.
That's from you.
That's
the pain
not.
In the ass, the pain in the ass part is totally
Absolutely not.
Oh, you are such a beautiful pain in the ass. If I could describe you as a flower, it would be a cactus flower.
No, but I mean, yeah, I think that I don't know when it started, a couple of weeks back, but he really started to change a bit, becoming more difficult.
I mean, she said one of the kids in the school is saying that, and he might be getting it from her.
So that was for the crying. Yeah, like now when he doesn't get what he wants, he starts crying. He never cried before. And then, yeah, the teacher said there's one girl in his group, she does that a lot. Maybe he's copying. Yeah, but she also said that they feel there's a change coming. So that could be
okay,
the
it's
cause.
Excuses, but it's just we also.
The fact is, it's there.
Exactly,
and it's a constant of: do I now scream at you right away? How long am I gonna play this game until I scream at you, or until I put you in the corner? And whatever, I say go in the corner. I really feel like this white woman, I have to say, you know, I feel. But it works. So far, it still works, right? But yeah, it's just no fun. Yeah, screaming at your kid, correcting your kid, especially outside, I feel uncomfortable because I don't see other parents doing this.
I actually, you know what? I was thinking about that just this morning, because when I scream, I mean,
yeah,
my voice echoes as if God opened up the sky itself and screamed. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
like
yes,
when I scream inside of the in these cobblestone streets, I mean, I see even parents, like adults, turn around like, oh shit, what happened?
Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing. I mean, you don't see that a lot.
And I was thinking, because yesterday I was screaming at Munanui to do something, and then I remember some parents were looking at me. Why are they looking at me? Like in Tahiti, this would be... In Tahiti, they would look at me and be like, why haven't you slapped him yet? Or why haven't you thrown your flip-flop at his face yet? Whereas here, they're like, oh my God, he's a screaming parent, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You feel so judged and you feel so uncomfortable. But honestly, I believe they have to be corrected.
Yeah.
It is just that, I mean, you know, I really cannot discuss every evening 10 minutes why he needs to brush his teeth. Sorry, he just gotta do it.
It's like adults need to be corrected too.
Exactly.
You go down the highway, there's a speed limit, you go over the speed limit, you get a fine.
Exactly. No one will discuss with you.
Bring correction back.
How?
I think we should make correction good again.
No.
Not too much, just the right amount.
But again, I think it becomes, you know, it's uncomfortable. It's a constant struggle of, is it now too early to scream? Is it now okay? Is it, you know, like when do you need to change your voice? You know, honestly, most of the time I'm also laughing and smiling inside of me. Yeah, because I know he's testing me, but I really want him to know there is a border, right? And there's something that he cannot cross. And yeah, I felt it's getting a bit better again. I mean, I think it was the worst last week. I have no idea what happened. Now it's getting a bit better again. But yeah, I mean, it's not all unicorns and flowers here.
I was telling my friend yesterday that I was with his kid how I told Muna, you know, because I also use the "Do you want to go to the corner?" which I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm telling my child that, because I was never
asked.
My parents never ever sent me to a corner. They threw flip-flops and wooden spoons and belts, and I got talked to before I went into the store. My mom would be like, listen, we are going into the store right now, and you're going to behave, you're not going to cry, you're not going to ask for anything, or you're going to get your ass whooped. Yeah? Like, I remember the first time I told my mom, was like, if you hit me, I will call the police, and they will come. And she was like, it will take them 10 to 15 minutes before they get here. And I prefer to go to jail for murder than just for beating you. But anyway, so I tell Muranui a couple times, like, do you want to go to the corner? And he looked at me, and he was calculating on what he would answer. And he just said nonchalant, yeah, I'll go to the corner. But I was thinking, I was like, are you saying this to me because you want to fucking get out of my area? Just to get away from me? Or you really understand why you need to go to the corner? And I think it's because he was like, I don't want to deal with you, Dad. I'm just going to go to the corner so I don't have to deal with this. You know, like God. This whole thing right there. Whatever you're doing, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm going to go to the corner. And I could see in his eyes that and I was proud of that, but I couldn't show him that I was proud, so I had to this stern and angry face, but inside I was like, oh, you little motherfucker! I cannot believe that. Ah, you're so smart. I'm so proud of you, but it's pretty funny.
Oh man, yeah, that's really
He's such a
funny.
little pain in the ass. It's just a beautiful pain in the ass.
Exactly. All right, and with this,
And with this, we end our podcast for today. I love you.
I love you too,
I'm so
my
proud
baby.
of us. I'm proud of you. Proud of me. Proud of him.
Exactly. Proud all around.
Exactly. Love you, love. Bye, love.
Love you too. And we have the title. Proud all around.